Hey everybody, we are actually in the eye wall of a slightly stronger Ada. It is unbelievable whipping here.
This old job is always causing stress.
I'm touching the truck here.
All I ever do is work. I don't get no rest.
Man, I got some video
first
footage.
night is on the way.
Crazy. Let me see if I can get outside.
Down in trouble walk.
You just wouldn't believe how much rocket the truck is doing. Oh shit!
Oh, me drunk donkey IPA. Let that magic mango chase my blues away.
We're in the eye of Ada here in Key Largo.
Among my friends.
Tremendous
I swear the page goes live.
coming in. Currently, I'm semi-protected here by my truck, so no worries. But semi-protected. I don't want to get the camera wet, and the trees beside me are completely sideways. I'm not sure what the gusts are, but definitely this is a tropical storm. I think we're seeing a little higher gusts. I got the back turned right now and trying to keep the camera from getting wet. We're in Key Largo. We're in the eye of Ada.
All right, what's up, everybody? Good morning. I was laughing, thinking back. That was 2020. This video. That was Tropical Storm Ada down in the Keys. It was, I think, one of my first videos that I ever kind of did, and it's kind of cool. I like that raw, not sure what the heck's going on video. That was a tricky storm too, because it came up here to our county, Pinellas, and flooded a lot of homes. We had a lot of flooding in southeast Florida from Ada also. We drove around the next morning. That noise you're hearing is Louie. He's snoring a little bit. Somebody over our Brew Crew, it's 42 degrees. Now we have the change of colors in Florida. That would be all the different colored license plates that are showing up. The snowbirds are escaping. They're heading to Florida. Shelly, I didn't know what the heck I was doing back then. I still don't know what I'm doing back then. So anyway, hope you're doing good. TikTok, what's up? East Tennessee. Sunflower Seed, he's snoring big time. I got both dogs on my lap. It's become a tradition. That's one thing different. Longo is a little more jealous than Hunter ever used to be. What gets me about the little dog here too, let's try to breathe his breathing rate. Like, listen, like, watch. I mean, he is in deep sleep. Anyway, so we got a little bit to talk about the tropics. We're going to say hello for a few minutes, as we always do. About 9:30ish, I'll get going. But we just kind of chill out a little bit. It is Thursday. We got Lori, one of our Brew Crew members, is in Bermuda, and it wasn't too bad. Luckily, it could have been a lot worse because the eye went a little bit to the south. I don't think it made an official landfall, but that I do not know. But it looked like it went a little bit to the south. Those big winds might have stayed just offshore. But it was overnight. Very scary, she says. Knocked out a lot of power and communications. So we'll see really what happened here as reports start coming in, but not the worst case, which was good. So let's say hey to Longo first, and then we'll say hi to Louie. I hope you're doing great. We're going to talk tropics, promise. We got a little something brewing here in Florida in the southeast. Some big rains on tap. Yesterday, somebody from St. Augustine was worried about their wedding, and we dove in pretty deep and started seeing this rain chances. We got a piece of Imelda has remained frontal line, and it's backing up towards the southeast. And the National Hurricane Center has it marked, so we'll get into that. I think, oh my God, you got hiccups, buddy. Our little guy's got hiccups. Look, watch, he's going to hiccup. He had hiccups a lot when he was a baby. He's got the hiccups. Reddick, Florida, I know where that's at. That's a little town, isn't it? Off 301, north of Ocala. That's a tiny little town, right? Am I right? Jennifer, good morning. What's up? Holly Moore. Holy moly, Holly Moore. Richard, what's up, buddy? What's up, James, if you're watching? But we got people popping in. Anybody from Bermuda? How's it going in Bermuda? We got Lori from Bermuda. Flights impacted on Jacksonville. We'll see. It'll be interesting. Just rain right now. Morning, blue skies, beautiful blue skies. Had a nice little walk this morning. He's growing, Kenny. It's sad. He's 5 months now. They say he might be fully grown by 6 months, so we're hoping he stays little because we kind of want to remember him as Hunter 2.0. He's pretty calm. What's up there, Christy? Titusville checking in. Where's everybody coming from? Billy K. Race season's coming, bud. Thought I was going to be up there with you, man. I looked like last week, man, we were going to be seeing Imelda hitting the Carolinas. Still lost a lot of homes there in the Outer Banks, but weird. Dunedin. You ever go to the Draft House? Cool little place for breakfast. Well, who else is here today? Rotunda West. Oh my goodness, we know all about it. Rotunda West. I was trapped in Rotunda West. Scared. People always say, "What was your scariest moment ever storm chasing?" It was in Rotunda West because every road was blocked by a fallen tree, and we had one way in and one way out, and our one way out almost became not a way out. And I didn't know what the heck we were going to do. We had to ride that out on a bridge. Matt, I did take a picture for my walk today. I did a little walk and talking video. It's not on YouTube. It's everywhere else. So, yeah, I know where that's at. 301. What's up, Richard, over there in Cape Coral? Well, I do have a picture I'm going to post later, but it was a nice little walk. I've been doing this little walking and talking thing. I will say hi to Louie, then we'll get into weather. Promise. Hope you're doing good. Louie, I hate to do this to you, buddy. You're in a deep sleep, but that's the way it works. Because I can't have this blanket on my lap the whole daily brew. I get hot and sweaty. Oh, Beacon is great, Shelly. Yes, we love the Beacon app in Florida. Beth from Clearwater. Devin over there in Flagler County. Good to see everybody. Clearwater. Surf's up. Tommy, I might be heading over there. I'm so bored right now. No more softball. Yeah, I miss the Little League days. We used to watch Little League during the week and travel ball on the weekend. And man, it's definitely takes a part of your life away when they stop playing balls. Are we going to have a hurricane, Donovan? Well, maybe the far Atlantic one. No, right now, there's nothing to stress about. There's nothing on the horizon that's anything to hype up right now. But it's storming in Daytona, Mark. Yep. It feels tropical. What's up, Marianne? Tallahassee? How's it going? Teresa, good to see you. Hey, we're going to be putting an announcement out today about our end-of-the-year benefit party, okay? We did it last year at Tampa Bay Brewing Company. This year, we're doing it at Camp Margaritaville in Auburndale. I cannot wait to announce it. We're going to have a band on Friday night. We're going to have a kind of semi-formal little dinner. I'm going to do some speaking. We're going to have some special guests from Tallahassee. We're all raising money for charity at a good cause, and we have cabins and RVs held for our brew crew already booked and anybody else. So we'll be announcing the details if you want to come hang out and party on land, and money goes to a good cause. We haven't decided where it's going this year yet because we have to wait and see who might have the biggest need, but we'll find somebody. Last year we raised almost $15,000 and went to state of Florida's charity to help obviously Helene and Milton. But that'll be fun, and we're also going to party Saturday. It's going to be lay around the pool, tiki hut time, and really just a kick back into the season. It's kind of a cool thing. I want to start a yearly tradition. So plan that date, the first full weekend after Thanksgiving, all right? We're going to put out details soon, and it's open to anybody. We're going to have some sponsors. It's going to be a lot of fun. Come party after Thanksgiving. Oh, the dogs are over there, luckily, and they crawled into their banana bed. Somebody said I should have bought a bigger banana bed. Well, the banana bed was Hunter's banana bed. He was already a little dog. They're at peace right now. But I always look at comments. We're going to get into the weather, and then we'll stick around a little bit and read some more comments at the end. But I really want to get going on the weather. A little bit of tropical activity out there might have some people worried. Again, there's nothing really to worry about right now. So there you go. But who am I? I'm Mike here. I am not a meteorologist. I am a weather blogger, hobbyist. Been doing it since 2004. We have a lot of great supporters. ABC Fine Wine and Spirits has been one of our biggest supporters from day one. We love them. Cheers to ABC. It's almost the weekend. They have Spaghetti Model IPA in stock. Hope you support that. Hey, I just bought a shirt on Amazon, by the way. I wanted to share this. I thought this was so funny. I'm just here for the boo. That's for Talladega. It's a good shirt. I think it's funny. So that's what we got for Talladega. And we were talking all before the live on our brew crew. Remember Romper Room? Does anybody remember Romper Room? I barely remember Romper Room. They used to have the magic mirror, and she would say hello to everybody. And that's kind of what we do every morning. We try to say hi to everybody. Right, Jay? What's up, Robin? What's up, Tabletop? So, Romper Room. Nobody should be worrying about anything right now. There's no worry. I feel a common theme this year. People are worried, I think, when there's nothing to be worried about. So let's hope that continues. Let's talk about Imelda real quick. Moving super duper duper fast. Remember Super Duper? Remember Duper Clayton and the Miami Dolphins back in the 80s? My favorite. Back in the Marino days. Super duper. So the storm has left its mark, and Bermuda doesn't sound like it took too bad of a hit, and it's moving off. So we'll see you later, Imelda. Here's what it looks like. There's our little island there. So there it goes. Bye-bye. Humberto, by the way, is gone too. Here's this morning's update. 2 areas being watched. We got a yellow circle over Florida and Bahamas there. We got a yellow circle in the Atlantic. Very low chances, but we're going to talk about them. It's what we do. Notice this little tail showing here. Believe it or not, it's leftovers. Here's a windy app really showing you leftovers. See this line of moisture all the way around? Believe it or not, you're getting a lot of rain over there on the East Coast, and it's connected to Imelda. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? The tail of Imelda is bringing you moisture, and it's the weirdest thing ever. Isn't it? We got a little low down to BOC. Nothing really showing up there. So we're going to focus on what's cooking down here. And talked a lot about it the last couple of days and the wave coming off Africa. But we've been seeing this little spot here, leftovers I've been calling it, and lifting up towards the southeast coast, upper Gulf. So if you got outdoor plans on the East Coast, man, for sure you're going to want to watch the weather. It's going to be raining off and on. My side of the state is going to be windy. Notice, too, I want to talk a little bit about this developing high pressure to the north. When you get a high pressure, winds spin clockwise. And when you have a low pressure system, they spin counterclockwise. So sometimes you can get pretty big wind gradients across them. And we are seeing that. Some of the wave maps are pretty high through tomorrow. Let me show you here. Let's take a look at waves. I really don't like the wave map here too much, but it gives you an idea. So tomorrow, look at that. So decent waves here across the Atlantic seaboard there. You know, nothing scary, but still 10 foot. I mean, it's going to be wavy. And it's all because we got a low down here and a high to the north. So yes, it's going to be wavy across the East Coast. And it's going to last a couple days. Friday night, Saturday, going to still be windy. Sunday starts to lighten up a little bit. Monday, Tuesday kind of lightens up. So next couple days are pretty windy. Then back Thursday, Friday is not too bad. So here's the satellite one more time. We're going to look at that. There you go. There's that connection there. I just thought that was really fascinating to see this left behind energy here. And really it's going to be more down here when it slides a little south. Service chart verifies it. There's that line. So that's what we're going to be talking about. Low pressure trying to pop off of that little thing. Here's your rainfall through the weekend. Now these are your NOAA WPC maps for Florida. I have everybody here in a second. But these are some pretty hefty numbers through Monday. I mean, we're talking 3, 4, 5 inches, 6, 7 inches. Maybe, you know, not specific on who gets what, but it definitely shows you that East Coast and the West Coast very little. That's crazy. Two sides of the state completely split on who's going to get what. We've had almost no rain on my side over here in days. Meredith wants to know about sunshine and Gulf Shores. There's going to be some rain. Magic Mirror. What's up, Bob? You got that right. Cloud seeding, I don't know. Ivan, that's not my specialty. I think they banned it in Florida, though. What? So those are facts. I don't know anything more than that. Daniel, Dr. Dan. Hey, I think I remember you, buddy. You were one of the last ones there, right? Your two nurses. Were you one that was the two nurses were right before you there? I think that was it, right? Maybe. If not, I kind of remember you. No hurricane coming, Jessica. No hurricane coming. No hurricane coming. Power bill's through the roof for me. It's like $600. Nobody's washing out. There's no washout. Look at that. This is rainfall through Monday, so, you know, this is not a washout. We're going to talk middle October in a second, yes. Definitely leftovers in cocoa. So these are rainfalls through the weekend. Pretty heavy on the East Coast. Overall rain, I know this might be hard to see, but officially on the bottom right, this is what NOAA put out. Heavy rains 10-4, 10-5. That's just what's coming up from that southeast region there, Bahamas. Heavy rains along the coast all the way up to South Carolina. They need to rain in spots up there. A couple different models. The blended models, the point of these models is this. The GFS has 10 inches plus in the purple. And this is through the following week. These are 10-day maps, but it just gives you that idea of celerity on the moisture on the Atlantic side and that bubble that's going to break off and hit the upper Gulf side all the way to New Orleans area, Mississippi, Alabama there. So there you go. 2 areas of bubbles and rain. Tropical development is low chances. So we look at ensembles. Now these stop at 10-9. So if you're down in the islands, look at the common theme here. We have the Euro. We have 2 schools of thinking here on the GFS. We have one set of the Googles, and we have a second set of the Googles. So there's high confidence. If we were to get something, it'd be around the 9th down in the islands, okay? Notice a lot of them are starting to curve. We've seen this before. patterns set early in August this year. So that's kind of what's leaning. The only sneaky ones would be anything that got over here that would try to mingle and lift maybe with a developing CAG system. But not seeing that right now. Always could happen. You could always say you're going to have a hurricane. You just don't know what year. The other area we're looking at, so this is GFS on the top right. Very little activity here. A couple lows. There are a few lows on the euro. Most of these are weaker side. Lows pressures aren't hurricanes, okay? You got to read the low pressures and know that 990 and lower usually is a hurricane. Google's got a few thousand, a couple 990s, and then a few here too. So this is what the NHC has marked. That's showing a little bit of possibility. Does it go like that? Does it kind of go like that? Kind of like that. So that's kind of what we're going to talk about. None of the models are showing anything to be locked in on yet. Now there are some models that keep showing something but keep wrapping around this CAG setup, possibly just maybe even Texas a little bit, but this one is not marked at the bottom. But notice we're seeing signs of this Central American gyre, possibly some juice coming around the lower Gulf. Flow has been kind of west on this one. So just a general area to keep your eye on anytime this time of year. But that is not marked by the NHC, but still curious on that possibility. So we'll focus on this right now for a while. See what's going on. Yeah, I'm going to add this graphic to my site. It's a little cleaner version of the MJO. But we are going to be entering a middle October pulse again. Right around Talladega. If it was Talladega like last year, we'd be there right now. So yeah, we're looking at everybody wants to go to a concert Saturday night. Manic has a concert Saturday night, West Palm Beach. It's going to be wet. Going to be chances of rain. Stacy went to Dunkin'. Don't tell me you got pumpkin spice. Anchorage? Holy cow. Okeechobee spicy redhead. We have a redhead. Emily's redhead. Well, kind of more like kind of red. Oh, all these individual questions. I wish I could answer them all. I'd recommend a good app. What's the latest in the Atlantic? Well, we've been talking about it. All right, so anyway, MJO, that's kind of why I stop reading comments sometimes, because I get sidetracked. So anyway, what does MJO mean? It just means the chances of tropical activity can increase when we have this green, basically. And if you look where we're at, this is the U.S. right here. You can see a pulse coming that's going to be pretty heavy until the middle part of October. So that's all we got to say about that. Here's some of these wave maps again. I just wanted to show you pretty feisty little rains, man, or waves. Orange is 12, 15 foot. Red's 20. This is through tomorrow as this high pressure develops to the north and low pressure to the south. So that's it. Waves. So let's look at individual models, kind of show you what's cooking. Blue pressure, blues are blue pressure. And what you're going to see is a little bit of energy here popping off. Now, what we're looking for here is formation. In the latest GFS, this is Saturday morning. Kind of a weak low. It's funny about this because the GFS and SOMOs hardly showed anything. But there's that weak low crossing the state. That's pretty much what the NHC has circled. Now, that's not a developed system yet. I mean, it's 1,007 millibar, but it's not developed. But it definitely will bring rain through the weekend. Obviously, I showed that. Rain through the weekend. Anytime you get a low pressure, you get rain. So that's it. Down the road, here's the next system. Here's the 9th. The GFS showing our other yellow area. And it kind of goes to the islands. So you can keep an eye on it, but then it curves towards, guess who? Bermuda. Lori, maybe I'll make that trip after all. Oh, hell no, that's Talladega weekend. And really, that's it. Doesn't really show anything else in the long range. So, look at that. All right, let's look at another GFS. Let's look at last night's 00Z GFS. All right. Last night's 00Z GFS. Saturday morning, low pressure bubble crosses the state into the panhandle. Remember those two areas of rain? Kind of makes sense. Low pressure spins, rains, goes through the state. A little more rains up there if that's the direction that it goes. So we're just casually watching it, okay? That's why the NAC has it marked only 10%. Here's our next wave, though. This is the one that could be interesting. Here's the 9th of October. And it curves it. But definitely something the Caribbean would be watching. Okay, let's look at the latest Euro. The 6Z just came out. Let's take a look at, whoops, not that button. And low pressure, nothing developing on that. Good news there. 00Z, low pressure through Florida over the weekend, maybe a little drift to the upper Gulf, no development. Looking at our spot here on the 9th, it's just a weak low pressure for the islands. Starts to curve it north towards Bermuda, nothing. Thank goodness, nothing. Nothing showing after that. Latest Canadian, let's take a look at the Canadian model. And here's our leftovers this Saturday. Passing through the state, nothing developed. Here's the 9th, a little spot in the Atlantic, curving to the north, nothing else downrange. Icon, 00Z. Well, no, let's look at the 6Z right now. This would be more of a setup. The Icon seems to sniff out nothing there. 00Z. So there you go. Let me show you the rain, so everybody's curious about the rain. It's kind of what it's going to look like here with that. So here is tomorrow. See that juice just hanging around? This is Sunday morning. So here's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It gets a little juicy up there where that little bubble goes up. So, I mean, the pattern's there, just rain. Just more rain chances. It's not a washout. It's just more chances of rain. So, you know. Let's look at precipitable water. Give you an idea of the moisture content in the air. This will really kind of show you, too, what's cooking on that. Not southwest, southeast. Here's that moisture flow through Saturday. There's a little bubble here on Saturday. There's that line backing up. A lot of juice coming up. Red is usually increased rain chances. This is through Wednesday and Thursday of next week, and then another front comes down and pushes it away. So yeah, you know, I don't see models right now to get worked up about, that's for sure. Let's look at the UK. Let's see here. Let's do Gulf. Vorticity. There's a weak low pressure here Saturday, Sunday. A lot of wind shear to the north. I don't know. I'm not going to talk about it anymore. Let's look at some long-range ensembles. 15-day. 15-day. A lot of stuff now popping down there. So there's your 15-day ensembles. This is showing you our wave entering around the 9th. And most of them are trying to curve it. See that? So I'm definitely watching the islands. But that one so far has the look of the whole season curving. A little closer to home, a lot more ensembles are popping. Not a ton, but definitely seeing a little bit more activity as expected, pretty much. Middle part of the month with this MJO coming, La Nina. My birthday in October. Not a tremendous amount of support, but there are some. So we could be looking at this area down here, middle part of the month, as expected with this time of year. The Global Tropics Hazards Map had it at 40% the other day, mainly because of the CAG setup and La Nina and water temperatures. So there's a few little poppers down there showing. You can see the GFS here. Let's take a look at the Euro AI here. There's most of your waves turning from the far Atlantic wave. We zoom into the Gulf here and look at 15 days, and there's a few, not a lot. GFS ensembles here for the Atlantic. A lot of these curving. A couple of them go a little west, but they eventually curve. And then looking at the Gulf, 15 days, there's some popping down there. Down this area here, but you know. This came out yesterday, or 2 days ago. I don't know when it came out actually. This right here, way in the bottom, this right here. So this came out, kind of paints the picture that that dark red area, you know, could bring something because of the conditions that we got. We got really warm water. We still have very warm water, very warm ocean heat content. We have history. We have CAG set up. We have La Nina. We have a MJO cycle coming. So that definitely is the area that could pop something, but there's nothing showing to worry about. So candy corn, oh my god, Julie got candy corn for Sarah yesterday. I don't even know if she saw it or not. She always comes home from school and gets excited. Now she comes home around the side of the house because she's scared of the spiders out front. She knows they're not real, but every morning she has to run out of the garage because of the spiders. It's going to be windy, and yep, East Coast. Oh, we're breezy on the west because they're still coming through the state, but they're going to have a lot more off of the Atlantic currently. Definitely got winds coming through the state right now. But it's definitely a lot windier on the East Coast. But easier winds coming around, high pressure to the north, and these are going to continue the next couple days as they spin in. Oh, heck yeah, Lisa. There's been hurricanes around Halloween. There's been hurricanes. Hurricane Nicole in 2022 was in November that hit the east coast of Florida. Bad boating weekend, Zachary. I'm starting to think the same thing, bud. I don't like to boat when it's windy out. Especially, well, I'm talking my side. Your side, wherever you live. The other side, forget about it. Sonia, yep, Hurricane Wilma was right before Halloween. Hey, you all know it. Proud and old. 30 or 45 mile an hour winds. Well, I don't know. It's going to be not sustained winds, but we'll have gusts. These are waves right here. But your latest 12Z Florida gust map here, max gust map, there's through tomorrow morning. So we could have some pockets. I think these are more thunderstorm winds, but you can see a general 30 mile an hour wind gusts even through the state. Look at that. That's crazy. So it is quite windy. These are your wind gusts through the state, and they're all coming east to west. So definitely windy tomorrow too. Might even have some big winds. This is Saturday, 30, 40 mile an hour winds here. I think this is more geared around that storm coming up. Let's look at what the rain says, because I think that's probably, oh Lord, that's hard to look at. Yeah, those are just thunderstorm rains or winds on Saturday. But everybody asking about Saturday, listen, it's pretty clear. There's going to be a lot of rain chances. No one's going to be able to tell you when or where or what time, but there's just a lot of rain chances coming the next couple of days as this low pressure comes in, and flow is going to be coming in off the Atlantic. Here's Saturday morning. Here's Friday night. Here's tomorrow morning. So you can just see it's just going to be really hard to predict a weather pattern when you have so much flow off the Atlantic for when and where it rains. So I have set up Halloween. I'm about 80% done. I'm waiting on a 12-foot skeleton. I'm waiting until I get back from Talladega. I got the fog machine, went to the Halloween store. They got some cool stuff at the Halloween store this year. They got this one thing that shoots straight up, man. It's like, scary, but you know, I've learned all that stuff. It takes forever to put away. Yeah, 12-foot skeletons, Mark, don't like hurricanes. Robin, what do I think it'll look like next weekend? Well, where at? Let's see. Let's look at the 7-day animated map here. I think we finally have a front coming down. It's going to push this stuff out next weekend. So let's see what the timing of that's going to be. This only goes out to the 9th. But here's the next front coming into the scene. This is the 9th of October. So all this juice lingers around for a few days in through next week, and then we it does appear we have a front coming down the end of next week. That will, I can't keep scrolling up and down here. There we go. So there's all that moisture through Wednesday of next week, and then there's a front. Oof, that's a big front. That's next 11th. A little bit of moisture, but here comes that front. This is dry air. A lot of dry air. Look at that. Look at that. Next weekend. What's the temperatures look like? You know, we're going to start getting cold fronts pretty soon. Let's go a little closer to the southeast. Huh. You know it's always hot before a front. Look at that. We got 80s on Friday. Oh, my God. All the way up through Mississippi, Alabama there. All right. And then, let's see. That's some cool weather. 60s. A couple 50s. This is Sunday morning. Ooh. Look at Monday morning. 50s. Way down south. 50s on Tuesday next week, following week. This is the 14th. We always put our pool up at Talladega. I texted the crew last night. I said no pool this year because it's going to be in the 50s at night. I know it. Unless we have a hurricane brewing, I won't be able to go. Let's see here. Euro showing that cold front coming down, and there's Saturday morning next weekend. Following weekend, the 11th, we got 50s. It's always a little aggressive, but it's fun to think about. Here's Sunday, 50s. Doesn't really make it far into Florida, though. Oh, there you go. Skelly's not up. Hard to see the actual low, and I'm surprised they put an X on it, honestly. Maybe it is showing. I might be stand corrected. Well, yeah. I mean, technically it's a front line, so anytime you have a tail of a front, you kind of know where the winds are meeting at. See the little setup here trying to get going? Maybe that's where they marked it. I don't even know where they marked it. But that would be my guess. Somewhere around the tail end of this front. Let's take a look where they marked it. I don't even know where they marked it. No, a little bit more towards Bahamas. The X usually is where they think the low center is. So they're doing more a little bump right here, actually. Surface bump. See this right here? The little guy right here? Somewhere around there. I don't know. I would have marked it there, but I am not the one to make the crayon work. There's 700. Maybe more mid-level. No, I don't know. 700 level maybe. More spin on the 700 level. See a little bit more sign on the 700 level. But it's weak. And bringing some rain. We had a flash flood warning earlier somewhere around on the east side of Florida. Shelly, did you download the Beacon app? It's pretty neat, isn't it? Oktoberfest this weekend? Don't know, Brandon. I know there's a big one up here at Tampa Bay Downs coming up that Upper Tampa Bay Chamber of Commerce puts on. Where can I get a t-shirt for MWP? Well, it's really easy. Julie ships all these right here, very, very top. On the very top of the website, right there, shop MW. And we just got a new stash of the retros in. These. Oh, they're not even on the site. Where the hell are they? Oh, I gotta fix that. Huh. Wait a minute. Where's my shirts at? There's your OG. Oh, for some reason, I don't even, no wonder I haven't sold any in a while. I don't even have them on there anymore. All right, well, when you go there in a few hours, it'll have the one color retros that a lot of people like, kind of the dirty looking logo. Oh, let's see. Yeah, it does real-time alerts, Shelly. I love it. National Guard guy. John, thank you, buddy. Thanks for all you do, man. Appreciate that. PCB, got rain in the forecast. You got a blob of rain. Let's look at daily rain. Everybody's worried about the daily rain. Let's take a look, a really good look at your daily rains. This setup is going to be really hard to predict the rain chances or when the rains are going to get there. But I like to look at 24-hour rain maps. So let's look at southeast. 24-hour rain totals. Let's look at today, Thursday. So here's your rainfall today. Heavy rain. This is 24-hour rain totals, Thursday to Friday morning here. Got several inches in that red. And that's, stops middle state. And then we have a little bit more rain in the upper Gulf. Saturday rains, or we're one day ahead. Friday rains, same thing. Look at that. Lower Louisiana, but again, Florida. I mean, that's 2 day, that's 1 day accumulations showing 3, 4, 5 inches of rain for somebody. A little bit up into Georgia. This is Friday rains. Saturday rains, look at that. The blob moves a little to the north. It's Saturday rains. A little bit more for the West Coast, but you get the idea. Upper Gulf starting to get a little bit more of that action. And then Sunday rains, it all slides to the north. And you get a little heavier action in Georgia, South Carolina. A little bit more across the Upper Gulf on Sunday. And then Monday, it kind of lingers around again. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's nuts. I mean, you can have a lot of rain there on the East Coast the next several days. This is Monday rains. And then Tuesday rains, it slowly disappears. We get a front coming down next week, pushing it out of here. See, it's starting to leave. Here's Wednesday morning. So, crazy pattern. The next several days. These are daily rains. Accumulated rains showing you who gets the heavy stuff. Look at that. Somebody in the Florida coast could get some heavy stuff. So we definitely got some flooding chances. I don't know. Do we have anything on a WPC map for that? Probably not. Probably just dark green. I wouldn't know if they go yellow yet. Here you go. Here's your WPC rain outlook maps. Day number 1. Showing you, obviously, Florida's going to be the ones looking at all this. There's today. There's tomorrow. Almost the same. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I mean, it sucks. It's like 5 days of constant one. Look at Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So there's your upper Gulf chances. More on Sunday. A little bit on Saturday here. Crazy. All right, we're going to end with our cruise. Call Kim. I have been seeing, Tommy, yes, I've been seeing those houses on the Outer Banks. It's crazy to think. Talked about it yesterday a little bit when I did my little Fox weather thing. Just constant high pressure, just constant winds. Like the low tides never can escape. So the water's just always being pushed up in there. You know, and has anybody ever stood on sand on a beach when the waves are coming in and out? You sink. The waves work their way down, you know, and I'm sure the same theory is with those stilts. Like, you know, eventually the water wins. If it's not the hitting of the waves, I think they get deep down below, and the stilts just give out because it's like standing in the sand, right? I mean, they just collapsed. Stack of movies and popcorn from Mark Hall. Thoughts of a hurricane forming in South Florida hitting the Panhandle? Zero thoughts on that, Charlie Brown. It'll happen one day, just not right now. Middle of the month could be a different story. But, you know, have an awesome day, Steve. You got it, buddy. I just ordered some purple solar. I almost got some lights at Spirit Halloween yesterday for the side of the sidewalk, but they took batteries. How much pain would that be? So I got the solar powered flame ones, but purple. Yeah, I got like a little kid, man. I can't wait. Lee, you got to do it. It's fun. I really enjoy it. Walking. I look forward to it every day, believe it or not. I never thought I would ever say that. It's so weird. I bet you for a year I sat here and I'm like, you know, there's 24 hours in a day. It takes me a little over 30 minutes to go 2 miles. And 24 hours a day, you know. 2 things I'm doing better. And I'm Julie's helping me. I'm losing to just one more at the end of the night. Definitely no more shots at the end of the night. Those are silly, stupid. And walking. Those are huge for me. I still wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, raring to go. Feel good. I will do a video, Lacey. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to put a picture on social when I got back from my walk today. I'll show you if anybody's left here. So I put a ladder up this year with 2 skeletons. Look. See that? Isn't that cool? Kind of hard to see with the light, but let's see if I can do it again. Kind of see it. It's trying to see it. It's dark now, but anyway, you saw it for a second. Anyway, let me see if I can turn this off here. My stupid little ring light. It's trying. There it is. See the skeletons? I got one sitting on the side of the house and one crawling up the ladder. And at night I got a spotlight on them, a red spotlight and a strobe light. So it looks kind of scary at night. I like it. I hope Emily's decorating. Emily, I was thinking about you today, Emily, if you're listening. Just because, you moved out, you need to carry on our family tradition and decorate something. Because I've been a decorator my whole life, Halloween and Christmas. It's hard to get the urge and the motivation sometimes, but you'll be happy when you do it. I do have a classic car, Benton. Yeah, man, I got a 69 Mustang. I bought it back in 2001, and my buddy Paul Schaub had a shop, and we rebuilt it. Not a factory restoration, but we put new brakes on it, lines, took care of it. Still runs today like $1 million. And it was there for a couple years, and my dad would go down there and we'd work on it together. Schaub rebuilt the motor. It's got a 351 Windsor in it, boarded out 30 over. We got we did aftermarket intake set up, and got the electronic ignition, but still has we put headers on it, but it's got factory power steering, power brakes. I had to put a new radiator in it, 3-core. And the only thing that ever went on me one time, I had one transmission line popped on me, and then I had the original coil was causing the car to overheat. It took me forever to diagnose it. The coil would get hot and start making the car run rough, but it came down to a coil. The ignition coil was just the original, and it was bad. Runs great now. The brake, and then the brake cylinders one time locked up, and I replaced that. And lo and behold, the other one locked up. And I had a good buddy of mine, Mike Bean, told me, when you change one, you better change the other. And sure enough, both of them did it at the same time. So I had to put new brake pistons in it, because it's got factory. It's got discs in the back and calipers in the front. So I do like it. Do you have one? Still got an 8-track in it. There you go, Summer Lilies. Julianne, we have, her name's Lori. She's over there. And she texted me this morning and said everything was A-okay. We do have a lot of... Did you see the post I did last night asking how Bermuda was? We had hundreds of comments from folks in the Bermuda. Did I say Bahamas? In Bermuda. So it's awesome. I was did a couple of news hits with the Bermuda over the years, and it's pretty cool that we have a lot of followers in Bermuda. So a lot of people get mad because I talk about tropics when it doesn't pertain to Tampa. But you got to remember, we talk about more than just Tampa Bay. So Brandon, another Brandon over on Facebook there. So anyway, it's good talking with everybody. Miami's looking wet, rock, salt, and sugar. I hate to tell you this, but Florida going to get hit. What are you talking about, Daniela? No. Right. Rain. Rain. There's nothing to worry about. But funny thing about, hey James, funny thing about tropics is it could change, So I know things look good now. If the models start to turn at afternoon, is school going to close? Doubt it. When it changes, I'll be the first to tell you. But that's all we can do. I'm not. One thing you can't do is make up things that are going to happen that don't have any support by it. I mean, I could go in there and say, Florida's going to get hit with a hurricane. It will one day. You just don't know when. I mean, it's not a matter of if; it's a matter of when. And you just kind of take everything at the moment, and at the moment, we have a low pressure pulling up that's probably going to bring some sneaky rains and winds to the East Coast, all the way up to Georgia, South Carolina, first part of next week. And up, but development wise, I don't know. I mean, I don't see it yet. I mean, so I teased our party end of the year, December at Camp Margaritaville in Auburndale. We'd love to see a lot of folks there. Like I said, we're doing a special dinner that night. We hired a band, a real band, Friday night. It's going to be great. We're going to do the basket charity raffles. We also have our 5th annual weather cruise coming up in June. So give Kim a call. It's all the information's right there. We have a link. It's on my favorite ship right now, the Margaritaville out of Tampa. We've been on it 3 times. It's my favorite. The crew is the best. We just absolutely love it. Completely renovated from the ground up ship. We're going down to the Keys. We got a lot of fun stuff planned for just our group. It's a lot of fun. So, and it's cheap. Utopia was a lot of money. This is about 1/3 of the price. 5 nights. It's crazy. That includes 2 people. Ocean view, $1,500. $750 a person for 5 nights. Can't beat that. So, all right. So we'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, yes. And unless I decide to go to the other coast, we'll see. Oh, thank you, Tammy Harvick. Yeah, I was very, very honored to be recognized by Senator Moody winning that Florida Finest Award. The words that she said were just really impressive. So I'll be hanging this up on our wall here behind me. Yeah, words, man. I mean, it's pretty powerful words that she had for MWP and what I do. So, all you are here to ride the wave, and we've come a long way. So, all right, well, have a great day. I'm going to do some updates. We're going to stay over on the Brew Crew side here for a little while, and see you tomorrow. Sounds good to me.